We start off with some breaking news from the United States. A report by Axios says the U.S. has proposed that Iran accepts a 20-year moratorium on uranium enrichment during negotiations in Pakistan over the weekend. However, the Iranians reportedly countered with a shorter single-digit period. The differences over Iran's nuclear program, and in particular whether Tehran will agree not to enrich uranium and to give up its existing stockpile, are the main sticking point that prevented a deal. According to the report, Pakistani, Egyptian and Turkish mediators are now trying to breach the remaining gaps and reach a deal to end the war before the ceasefire ends on April 21st. Let's talk to our correspondent, Susan Teherani. She's on phone. She's in New York. Susan Teherani, what more details do you have about this report by Axios? Susan Teherani is in New York. She's on phone. Susan, what more details do you have about this Axios report?
Eric, just before that, I want to give our viewers some breaking news that President Trump, just in the Oval Office, told the press pool that Iran has called this morning and they want to make a deal. I'll give you the exact quote that he said. "We've been called this morning by the right people, the appropriate people, and they want to work to do, they would like to work." So they want to talk and continue the negotiations. That's just coming in from President Trump saying that the Iranians have called him and they want to continue negotiations. But what we're learning from the Axios reporting is just how wide the gap still is between Washington and Tehran on the nuclear issue. U.S. negotiators reportedly proposed that Iran freeze uranium enrichment for 20 years as part of a broader deal, but Iranian officials pushed back. They suggested a much shorter pause described by sources as being single-digit, that being the number of years. So that disagreement over enrichment and what happened to Iran's existing stockpiles of enriched uranium moving forward, this appears to have been the central reason the talks in Islamabad failed to produce any kind of deal. And mediators from countries like Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey apparently are now trying to bridge those differences before the ceasefire deadline later this month. Remember, that ceasefire ends around April 21st. But we'll have to see what the Iranians say after President Trump just right now said that they called this morning. He said, quote unquote, the right people called and they want to talk. So do they?
Well, that's the biggest question, because Trump did indicate that they want to make a deal very badly, and he did say that the right people from Iran, he did not mention the country, but he said the right people have called me today and they said they want to make a deal very badly. Susan Teherani is our correspondent in New York. Susan, thank you for that update.